This is 207.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rob Caldwell. Kathleen is off this week. A lot of you have been emailing us wondering if the blessed event has occurred yet. It hasn't. Kathy is simply on vacation. First, a few days from now, on the 1st of January, countless people will make a resolution to lose weight in 2007. To get in shape, we usually need some inspiration. And there is no better example than a modest guy from Boothbay Harbor whose story is now known around the country.
Over the past 2 years, The Biggest Loser has taken overweight Americans from all walks of life who were fed up with fad diets and pills and were ready to lose weight the old-fashioned way.
The thing to remember about reality TV shows is they're not reality. But here's a fact. When Matthew McNutt, a youth pastor from Boothbay Harbor, was chosen to be on The Biggest Loser, it changed his life. When did the idea first come to you seriously, where you said, I want to take a shot at getting on The Biggest Loser?
Honestly, after I watched the first season, I thought, man, wouldn't that be nice to go away for a few months and just focus on weight loss? And I talked myself out of applying. Then I watched season 2, and the whole time I was watching, I kept thinking, I wish I had applied and I could be out there doing that.
What have you done today to make you feel proud?
250,000 people applied to be on the show. 50 were chosen, one from each state. But only 14 of the 50 got to stay in California to get fit out at that ranch.
I know, you guys left your family and your friends and you all came here. And you traveled from your state so that you could be the biggest loser. Well, guess what? You still can.
And then they told the other 36 of us, hey, we want you to go home. We're going to give you a gym membership, but we want you to do this without trainers, and we want you to show America that, hey, you don't have to be on the ranch to lose this kind of weight. You can do it at home.
Let's talk about the exercise. What was your schedule? What was your regimen?
The thing people are most surprised, I was doing about an hour and a half in the morning and an hour at night, and the first 8 weeks of it, where I lost that 81 pounds, most people think I must have been killing myself. I was walking for an hour in the morning and walking for an hour at night.
On a treadmill?
Yep. And, for me, it's starting at 366 pounds, I couldn't jog. I couldn't use the other equipment. There wasn't much I could do. So I just walked as hard as I could, and I lost 80 pounds in 8 weeks.
Although he was losing weight at an amazing clip, Matthew couldn't tell anyone at home. Under the rules of the show, he was sworn to secrecy, and the show wasn't on the air yet.
Everybody around here, they were really starting to notice the weight was coming off, and what are you doing? What's going on? How are you doing? It was just kind of fun. I had this huge secret that I was dying to tell people, but I had to keep it to myself for that little bit longer.
You lost 176 pounds in all. Just to put that for what it's worth, not to be totally self-centered here, but that is about 3 pounds more than I weigh. So you lost, in effect, me.
Yeah, I've been getting that from a lot of people. I thought maybe I could lose 80 pounds by the finale, so it's just kind of stunning for me as well.
What did you think after, say, the first month, when you must have lost, I don't know, quite a lot of weight, 35, 40 pounds or something, and it's just going away fast? Were you just totally psyched, or what were you thinking at that point?
When I first came home, I was motivated purely by the sheer terror that in September, my town was going to find out I was part of Biggest Loser, and all of my starting weight and starting photos were going to be out there, and I've got to look different.
What's your new favorite activity with your new slender build?
I love going to the playground with my kids. I used to just sit on the bench and watch. Now I'm out there with them. They don't understand why I'm here, but it's worth it for them.
That's a huge sacrifice you're making for your kids.
Well, I didn't want them to get the same bad habits.
You went back for the finale just a couple of weeks ago. Live finale, primetime television. What was that like?
That was fun. We walked out into that room and the audience was just freaking out. You know, because they had seen our before photos, they knew where we had started. It was just it was a huge celebration.
This is your Biggest Loser t-shirt. What size is this, Matthew?
5 extra large.
And did this fit you when you started?
When they gave this to me, I was excited because it fit me really well, and I was pumped to have a Biggest Loser shirt. But yeah, that's where I used to be.
All right, tell me about, well, this is the one that identifies you. This is the Maine shirt.
That's how people knew which state I was representing.
That one's, no, that one's big too.
5 extra large.
5 extra large. You lost 176 pounds. How many different wardrobes did you go through? You must have been, well, tell me, I can't even imagine what that was like.
Every couple months I had to make some more trips because my pants were falling off, and you know, I'm a pastor. That's just not appropriate.
You gotta look, you gotta look decent.
Right.
Speaking of pants falling off.
Yeah, this is where I started.
And that's
about 50-inch waist, got down to a 34, 16 inches.
You could just about put all of you now in one pant leg, almost,
Yeah.
right?
Just about.
What runs through your mind now when you hold these up and when you look at these?
Honestly, you know, I was pulling them out this morning. I just kind of thought, how did I get to that point? Because when I was 366, I didn't picture myself as fat as I actually was.
What kind of reaction have you gotten here in Maine from people who recognize you from the show?
It's fun. You know, people didn't really recognize me so much until after the finale, but everybody in town is kind of talking about it, and they're all ticked off that I didn't win, but it was fun.
Matthew now gets emails from all over the country, people who are looking to him for advice and inspiration. What he did didn't require any gimmicks. He got serious about exercise, and he got a lot smarter about his eating. If you'd like to learn more about Matthew and the TV show The Biggest Loser, go to our website, WCSH6.com, and the 207 section.